Hello, I hope you're okay. I'm just putting a little bit of makeup on, so I thought I'd do a video. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do today, to be honest. I'm just going to kind of get cracking and hope for the best, and I'm going to start with a little bit of skincare. I have washed my hands already, so I'm going in with a little bit of the Origins Mega Mushroom Relief range because my skin has been very dry and red this week. How are you? Quite a lot to adjust to this week. I was thinking, am I going to carry on doing little videos and am I not? And I think I will, just because it's nice to have a chat and keep in touch, isn't it? But what I'd love to know is like, what kind of things could we really do to make the most of the time at home? So I was thinking, I don't want to make assumptions, but if there's any steps with your makeup that you've been thinking, oh, I'd love a lesson on that, or I'd love to know how to do that, now's the time that we can kind of troubleshoot and go through anything that you actually want to learn. My sister had a really good idea that I've been meaning to say actually, and she said, think of all the people that get, you know, a present for Christmas, or they've bought something in the shop. I'm going in with some CC cream that needs a wash. You might have bought something or got a present and it's lying in your drawer and you don't know what to do with it. That's the kind of thing. Just send me a message and show me, and I can either voice note you and tell you what to do with it, or we can do like a little, okay, if you've got smoky eye palette, these are the brushes that will help you to get the best of it, or if you don't have brushes, how can you use your hands, or whatever it might be. So let's just have a brainstorm, and if there's anything you want to see, I'm all over it. I've been really quite enjoying people's working from home suggestions, because I mean, more power to anybody that has a routine and a regime that suits them. But I just find like I take each day as it comes. Some days I just want to be in my pyjamas and I feel like that's fine. Some days I get up and I'm full of beans. Like yesterday, woke up quite early, did a workout in the morning, put some makeup on, felt really good. Admittedly, I have literally been living on the house party app. My friends are like gutted they've told me about it because I haven't stopped ringing them. So I do feel like I've got a little reason to put my makeup on because I'm going to be catching up with them that way. But anyway, while I'm putting my makeup on to literally sit at home and wait for the blast later on today, I'm literally putting on a nice little even base. Now, my skin has been really textured since being inside. So for me, whenever my skin is a bit textured, I switch to creams. So I'm going to go in with a little Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge. This is Fresh Melon, a lovely peachy. And I'm just going to press that onto the cheeks because I do still want a little bit of colour. But like, I am literally red raw on these house party calls. So rather than going for a pink, I'm going to go for a coral to just detract, but give me a little flush of colour. Now I am actually on a bit of a time limit today because I've got a call at 3. So I'm going to try and pick the pace up a little bit. Fill the brows in. We were having a discussion yesterday, me and the girls from It Cosmetics, because you know how I do a lot of work with them. And we were like, what are our favourite kind of wellness tips and things? And one of the things I've been doing loads is listening to more podcasts and just listening to the radio more. Just feels like you've got a little bit of company in the house with you, doesn't it, when you're doing that? So they would be my personal suggestions of just feeling like you've got a bit of company in the house. if you've got any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Is there anything you're doing a bit differently, or anything that's working well for you while you're navigating all of this? Just going to go in with a bit of powder. And actually, one of the things we've been discussing a lot, I've got friends and family that are nurses and people on the front line working every day. I mean, you wouldn't even know what to say about them, would you? It's just the most incredible thing that they're doing. But lots of people are asking me about sore hands or excess dryness from having washed our hands that bit more. In that instance, if you're worrying about that, there's one brand in particular I love called Cerave. I know I've mentioned them before, but they do really large sizes. They are really large sizes, fragrance-free, very moisturising, very multi-purpose. So let's just say you got a big tub of moisturiser. You could use it on face, hands, body, whatever you wanted. Relatively affordable given the sizes of the bottles, and just a great suggestion. So if you are worried about someone, or you're finding that in your own hands and skin, that's a brand I'd really recommend you to go to. And while we are all washing our hands a lot more than perhaps usual, one of the brands I absolutely love is BECO. They are a social enterprise, and all of their money goes into creating jobs, and their workforce comprises of over 80% blind, disabled or disadvantaged people. I could talk about them all day. I love them. And you'll find them in Sainsbury's, the Co-op, Boots. I actually noticed that in my Boots and Co-op here at home, because I'm in Birmingham at the moment, they've even got them in there, and they're relatively small, Co-op and Boots by me. So if they've got them there, I'd say you'll be able to find them in a lot more places now, because they recently did expand to a lot more doors. So do have a look for them when you're buying. Lovely, reliable products that are also going to be benefiting people that really need the support when you're looking after yourself. No. To be honest, I only really thought to do this to perk myself up a little bit and have a bit of a chat. But actually, it's quite nice. There's so many things like this I've been thinking I'd love to kind of share or say, and you don't want to say the wrong thing or sound insensitive. But the truth of the matter is, we are going out and buying a lot more soap, aren't we? And, you know, we do have dry hands, and we do have these things that are coming into our conversations at the moment that wouldn't usually be. There we go. Are you watching anything good on Netflix as well? Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for ages for the new series of Ricky Gervais' Afterlife. Literally, it was one of my favourite things I ever watched. And I've been so looking forward to it. And this whole time I've had it in my head, 24th of March. And then this morning I woke up. I have been waiting for it literally day by day. And I was going to my mum and dad, it's today, this is brilliant. Like, we'll all watch it tonight. Isn't that fab? And then I looked, and it's the 24th of April. I'm so gutted. I've literally been counting down to that. But if you haven't seen that, you've got a month to catch up. A really, really lovely series. Kind of a story about overcoming grief and the power of good friends. And it's very, you laugh in one minute, you cry in the next. But I feel like that's pretty much what everyone's doing at the moment anyway, aren't they? So it's a really lovely one. Okay, as per usual, gonna draw my lips on. There we go. And I think I'm just gonna put a little bit of Lanolips on, just like a nice rich balm, because my skin's a bit dry, lips are a bit dry. Just want to feel nice and comfortable. And I'm going to finish with a little bit of mascara. Sorry, I didn't even show you what that palette was. I was using the Pixi Rustic Sunset palette. Very nice. Nice little warm colours that will contrast my eyes and make them pop. So, I'm going to load that with mascara to give it a bit of shape and definition. And yeah, let me know what we can be learning from home. Feel free to message me if you've got pictures of products that you're thinking, what do I do with this? Let's just all utilise the time at home to, you know, make those little steps or do those little things that's going to make us feel fab and bring a bit of routine back, even if you are, like I am right now, still in your pyjama bottoms. Okay, there we go. Have a nice day, and I'll be speaking to you again soon.